is a playoff atmosphere tonight in Booster Field here in Maria Stein. Marion Local hosting Coldwater, and if you follow these teams, you know the rest. State championships galore, 2 #1 teams going at it, and some of the longest winning streaks in the state of Ohio on the line tonight as we look forward to an outstanding MAC competition, the premier matchup in the state of Ohio this evening. Good evening alongside Dan Allison. I'm Patrick Kamler. 2 #1 teams. When a conference is lucky to have 1 #1 team, the MAC has 2, and they're squaring off tonight.
Yeah, and this conference is a great tradition, and these are the 2 top teams right now. And there's also some great players. You got to talk about the teams, but you also got to talk about some of the great players that have come through here and are playing tonight. It's going to be an exciting game.
And we are underway. Aaron Harlemert and Chris Post back there to receive, and it will be picked up and a touchback called, and that will start them at the 20-yard line. Neil Molenkamp coming up with the football for the Cavaliers.
Well, the quarterback for Cavaliers is Brody Hoeing. Brody is returning Division V Player of the Year. He's a very special athlete. He can hurt you both running the ball and passing the ball, and he's about even for his stats for the year in both those areas. But he does a great job for him, and last week he was 11 of 15 for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Going back from injury after missing a couple weeks here on first down, he is going to keep it and doesn't get much of anything. Maybe across the 20 to the 22-yard line is where they'll spot him, second down.
Yeah, I really think that Marion Local is going to try to take the running the game away from him. They're going to try to make Coldwater one-dimensional, and right there you've seen a great job. And against Kenton, the first game of the year, they did a great job. Coldwater did coming out and establishing the running game. I think they're going to have to mix it up more here to begin this football game.
Get a shotgun look and trips right on second down and 8. Harlemert all by himself. Bottom of your screen.
Those are maybe some tight guys who are looking for the screen.
There's a screen past the post, and Marion Local all over it. Kramer, among others, in on the tackle. So nice defensive stop by the Flyers. They've got 2 in a row now.
Yeah, and Marion Local was really starting to cheat up there. I was watching their free safety. He was but they did a good job of running to the ball. When you talk about on a screen like that, you want to build a net around the football. And you saw all those blue jerseys. We get to see the replay. Watch how they build a net around the ball. Here, Hoeing throws the ball out to the flat, the post. Watch how they build the net. There's 52. They're all coming in there, building a net around the football, containing the receiver.
Nice pursuit to the football by the Flyer defense. 3rd and 12, a loss of 4 on that last play. Now we'll see trips left from the Cavaliers. Flyers showing blitz. They send 5. Hoeing in trouble. Scrambling. And we got a flag down. Hoeing tucks the ball. He's going to try and take off and run with it. And after his spin move is brought down at the 24. So 4th down coming up pending the flag.
Yeah, it's holding on the running back. He grabbed the guys, went flying by. They're going to decline it. And what they did was they came off the 2 offensive line, we call it the weak side. They came off the weak side with the 2-man blitz, and the back just couldn't block the linebacker. He's going to have to be able to step up. Watch his head. See if you see the running back here. Watch his head. Is his head up? Yeah, he just didn't move his feet. And we see he got back. He grabbed the hold of as a defender as he went by. Yep. Good call by the officials.
That was a late grab. Grabbed Aaron Neatfeld's number 25's jersey and didn't get away with it. Called for holding. So penalty, of course, being declined, and it will be 4th down. So 3 and out for the Flyer defense.
You know, speed of the game starts to pick up the better teams, and this is a little quicker game than what we've seen recently.
Kyle McKibben is back to punt. Hunter Wilker back to receive for the Flyers. Wilker will field it at the 45-yard line, and the play will be blown dead. So Flyers will set up shop at the 45. When we come back, no score from Booster Field. Tonight's scoreboard is sponsored by Arby's, proud to support local high school athletics. First drive of the evening coming up for Marion Local. They're led out in the field by Dustin Rethman. 1st and 10. Rethman cutting up the middle and will gain about 1. In trouble there, and he's tackled by a couple of defenders. Looks like C.J. Seibert and Colin Seitz in on the tackle.
Yeah, good job by Colin Seitz coming up here, breaking down, making the tackle. Pretty good pressure up front. You see Marion's coming out trying to do something establishing. Looking at field position, they're in pretty good shape here on their own 46-yard line. One of the things when we look at stats, Marion Local's leading the conference in total offense. They're averaging 370 yards a game. Both teams are even passing, but Marion Local's running game stronger.
Got more bodies to throw there. Here's 2nd down. There's a screen pass to Wilker. And not getting a lot. He is brought down quickly by number 15. That's Brody Hoying, the quarterback, 3rd down.
Yeah, great effort by Brody. He was able to come off the block, and Hoeing was able to make the tackle. They had 2-on-2 blocking wise, but Hoeing was able to make the play. Get a chance to see. Watch 15. He's going to use his hands to get off the blocker and make this play. He sheds a blocker, comes up and makes the tackle for about a 2-yard gain. So great job by number 15, Brody Hoeing.
And keep an eye on that play because that's one the Flyers like to run. They do that a lot. They like Wilker off to the side, and it's paid dividends for them this year so far.
And the numbers were good there. Hoeing made a great play.
3rd and 7. Trips right. Rethman in the gun. Drop back and looking. Pressure coming. There's the screen pass. Out to number 13. He's got a blocker. He's out across the 40. Flag coming out. At the end of the play is J.C. Gottemiller pushed out of bounds.
I think it's going to be, the flag's going to be a cut block by a defender. Brendan Kunk came up, number 21, and he cut the lineman, which you can't do in high school football, but you see it on TV in college all the time. Great call by the Flower coaching staff. Yep. Get a chance to see this is a great screen. If you get a chance on the replay, if we get a chance here, but their line did a great job of getting a wall set up. And they had a good job of setting up. Great call, great execution by the Flyers.
So the halfback screen nets a bunch, and then with the penalty, that's going to push them even further as that ends up being a significant gain. You're about 13, 14 yards on the screen, and with the penalty, that puts the ball just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Flyers pick up a Lima first down and have the ball at the 24.
Going a little 2 tight ends now, so we see a little power running game coming up here.
And off on 1st down, here's Gottemiller again. Finds a seam and gets across the 20 to the 19.
Yeah, outside zone play, going outside zone to the strong side, and they got some good movement. 5-yard gain on 1st down in the red zone. Excellent 1st down play by the offensive line.
And he'll take 5 yards to carry all night.
You get a chance to see the replay. Watch the left side of the offensive line here. See the zone, and number 3 just got to stay on your guy. Stay on your guy, and a good job by the running back, keeping his pad level down, getting some positive yardage.
So 2nd and 5. High formation. Rethman hands off to Gottemiller, breaks the tackle in the backfield and gets back to the line of scrimmage before he is pushed down. A couple of guys off sights. Also Chase Brugman, number 33, on that tackle for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, good job by the linebackers that time, coming up and making a nice play and a good field there. And it's just, that was a counter play. You got a little counter action. Linebackers read it perfectly, read their keys, stepped up and filled right in the gaps for no gain.
So 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Flyers. 7:12 left here in the 1st quarter. No score from Booster Field. Two in the backfield along with Rethman. Man in motion. This will go up the middle and nothing doing as Neatfeld can't get anything going. It's 4th down.
Yeah, the Cavs defense just really stepped up right there. They were filling all the gaps. They had all the gaps up front field, and with Mary Local running the fullback, they didn't have the extra blocker. So they filled the gaps and took care of it. Great job. You get a chance to see the replay. Watch all the white jerseys filling the gaps, coming off right there, making some nice plays. Good job, good call by the defensive coaching staff for the Cavaliers.
Well, Sights in there making first contact, really able to slow Neatfeld down, so he couldn't get any forward momentum going, and the rest of the Cavaliers defense takes care of the job. So 4th and 5, and it looks like the Flyers are going to go for it.
Well, red zone, so they're going to give it a shot and see what they can do here.
See if they look for Wilker. No, they'll go opposite field. Look for Bruns. Takes advantage of that 6'7" frame, and he catches it at the 5 and is out of bounds.
Well, really good coverage there by Derek Toby, but Toby just swung at the ball. He didn't knock it down. And great concentration there by Ryan Bruns. Just looking at the football. Watch Bruns' concentration here. Derek Toby's going to come in front, swat at the ball. Here comes Toby, going to be swinging at the ball. Watch Bruns catching it. Good pass and catch right there.
Nice hands, nice control. So 1st and goal at the 5. Flyers 5 yards from pay dirt. Pitch out to Gottemiller. Has blocked, trying to cut back inside and puts it in. Touchdown.
Really good call, and they were weak over there, and I'm talking they were is going to be Coldwater. Good call coming to the weak side out of 2 tight ends with a wing, and Coldwater really did make a good adjustment there. They got the angle on the defensive end, able to get the pitch out, and that's called student body right. They got 2 lead blockers. Watch this. It just stood up by the right. See all the blockers out in front leading the way, and a nice cut by the backup here getting into the end zone for the touchdown.
5-yard run by Gottemiller puts the first points on the board, 6-0, Marion Local.
Gottemiller did a good job of just following his blockers and following them into the end zone.
Nice vision to cut back in and get those extra yards. Here's Kramer to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Halfway through the first quarter, and Marion Local strikes first. They lead 7-0 over Coldwater here on WOSN.
High school football season. Welcome back to Hardeman Field in Wapakoneta. Division 6 state semifinal matchup between the Tenora Rams and the Minster Wildcats. Patrick Kamler, John Zerby here with you, bringing you the call. It has been an exciting contest for the first 3 quarters. I'm sure the fourth quarter will be nothing less, but Minster right now in a hole at 1st and 23 following a holding penalty.
It's been an exciting game. Now it's going to come down to the fourth quarter, which is what you want it to.
Ball on the 40. Nixon, quick pass to get us started on first down. Complete to Wolf, who picks up about a yard.
Now you're starting to see the Sonora defense rise to the occasion. That 2 quarters ago, that would have been a 6 or 7 yard gain, and now they're starting to stuff it at the line of scrimmage. And you can just see the confidence in the Sonora defense and the players on the sideline and even the fans. Now they're all standing, really getting behind their players.
We know the comment you made a couple of quarters ago was that Tenora's defense really felt like they were on their heels and Minster really pushing the issue, and that seems completely flip-flopped from what it was earlier in the game.
Momentum is so huge in high school football. I mean, I think it really has about everything to do with the outcome of the game at times.
Fake handoff, pressure coming, and they're going to get him for a sack. Nixon brought down. That is number 67, Casey Helton, who has a sack and an interception. You know, vintage day for a linebacker or lineman.
Oh, just a normal day, you know.
Yeah.
Just get a few sacks and an interception here or there. I'll tell you, Casey Helton, he's a load, being at 275. But I'm telling you, he is athletic. He can move. It's not that he can just, knock somebody backwards, but he can move. In fact, he's normally a defensive tackle. You've seen him. He's standing up today. They've got him stood up, and he's moving around. And at 275, I'll tell you what, he's an athlete.
Ball spot on 34. The other 34 is the first down. Here is Nixon on third down, making the completion, and wide receiver there, that's Dews, taking a shot as he's brought down at the 49-yard line, and that is going to be well short of the first down.
Well, and they're playing soft coverage. It's 3rd and a mile. You don't want to give up a big play, and so they give up 8 or 9. Not a big deal. Now they force a punt. But, they've got some decisions to make, especially only being up 6 with 10 minutes to go.
So that'll force Minster's second punt of the night. Minster back to receive it at around the 10-yard line. They will love to pin Tenora deep if they can. Looks like that's what the punt is intended to do. And their fair catch is called and fielded at the 14. So Tenora will be pinned back a little bit as they start this next drive. And what is interesting for Tenora scoring plays, as we've mentioned, every time they've scored, it's been off of a Minster turnover. And now here's another opportunity for them to drive the field and see if they can put some more points on the board.
They haven't been successful in having a long drive. But now's the time to do it. You got 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go. You've got the other team. I wouldn't say Minster's worn down. They're not playing worn down, but with your style of offense, you want to wear them down. You definitely have momentum. Let's see if they can put a long drive together, take off some time, and end up with some points.
And here is Noggle, who is back in and is brought down for a loss.
Well, number 19, Joe Traska, just came through and absolutely blew the play up. And one thing that'll stop your speed play is penetration. And he penetrated and then really blew it up.
So Noggle head to the sideline. You got to think at a certain point is just, too banged up to really be as effective as he can be.
Absolutely. And the other thing is when you're banged up like that, you got to be careful of turnovers, because if you're injured and you're trying to play, you're not going to protect the ball as much as you normally would.
This is to Garris on second down. Gets across the 10 to about the 13, I believe, and no more. So back to the
original line of scrimmage will make up the loss on the last play, but it'll be 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Rams.
Well, in Sonora, they're kind of in the position where they're going to have to start throwing the ball here, just because Minster has really eliminated their run game. It has not hurt Minster whatsoever.
Right.
Their passing game has, and Renolette on his feet has. It looks like Coach Kenny Krause is going to let this clock go, and he's going to burn a timeout.
So Sonora takes another timeout. That'll leave them with only 1. So with 8:24 remaining in the game, it's a 13-7 lead for Sonora over the Minster Wildcats. Tonight's premier community sponsor for the Minster Wildcats is Minster Bank, proudly investing in and supporting our communities. WOSN.TV is the place to go for all the latest local sports scores. You can check out football games, basketball games, a lot of other sporting events that continue to come at us in high school and college. I know basketball season is starting to wind up, so you'll be seeing a lot of basketball contests that are going to be coming up on WOSN. And as we mentioned, you can order high-def copies of the games, football, basketball, whatever your pleasure is, on our website. So head to WOSN TV and check all that stuff out.
One of the things about high school football this late into the year is that, basketball is starting. Girls basketball starts this weekend, and boys basketball starts, I believe, next weekend. And, then you have state tournament going on at the same time. So, if you're Minster's basketball team right now, you're just kind of, if you're playing basketball, you're just waiting for the season to start, and everybody else is in football mode.
Right.
So the seasons overlap quite a bit.
There's quite a few MAC schools that's kind of a perennial problem for them. So here on 3rd and 10, Renolette rolling out, has space, gets out across the 20 and is brought down. Not going to get the first down. About, say, 2 yards short of getting that first.
Yeah, it was a great run. And, like I said, just maybe 10 minutes ago, quarterback on play action running is a threat, but there's just too many yards to make up there. So you're forced into punting in this situation.
So camp out to punt once again for the Rams, Measing at the 50, who has had a really good return game, I would add. Punt is blocked. It's picked up by Minster, maybe. He falls on top of it at the goal line. So Minster, with a huge special teams play, will get the football at the goal line to start their next drive.
Well, there's been several times tonight where they put pressure on and have about blocked it. And that time, there was just too much pressure. And it looks like they just came through and it was unblocked, and now we have a situation where they're going to get the ball on the goal line.
So in a game where Minster has had really short fields all game long, this is about as good as you could possibly ask for from your defense.
Absolutely. And, a lot of coaches stress special teams and make it a priority, and that's a good thing because...
Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike contact with someone in the coach's box. The ball is still in their possession, 15-yard penalty.
Well, that ball's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah. Contact with someone in the coach's box. That's a new one. John, you care to elaborate on what that might be? Did they hear something from the coach's box upstairs?
Well, the issue is that you've got coaches on the field, and you got players in places they shouldn't be. You want my honest opinion on that call, or?
Sure.
I'm sure WSN probably won't bring me back, but I don't like that call because it's an emotional game. It's a state semifinal. There's some things that are going to happen on the sideline that are uncontrollable because you just don't understand the situation because of emotion. And you got to give some benefit of the doubt here.
So
I was politically correct as best as I
could. Hey, that sounded great. So instead of goal line, that's going to be just beyond the 15-yard line. So that could be significant. We'll see. Here's Nixon firing a pass inside to Dews, who puts it in. No, he is short. So they get right back to the goal line where they were before. So Minster coming up with a big play, Dews with a nice catch, and it'll be 1st and goal once again for the Wildcats.
Well, that penalty wasn't going to restrict Minster from being aggressive. They went right at him. And, boy, Jacob Dews did a nice job of catching that ball and trying to get in the end zone.
And no huddle. So the Wildcats know exactly what they want to do here, 1st and goal. Ball on the 1. It comes out. I think Nixon is on top of it. So maybe not everyone for the Wildcats on the same page. They tried to snap that ball and catch the Rams defense off guard. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it sounds kind of crazy, but when you're in the shotgun 99.5% of the time, it's hard to take a snap under center. You're not used to doing it. And you get a cold night, windy, cold temperatures. The ball is going to be hard. You know, you might just want to stay in shotgun.
It looks like they're going to take your advice. They'll be in the gun here on 2nd and goal. It's Huseman in the backfield. It is. Going to fake the pass. Nixon's going to take it in for a touchdown, and we're tied.
Well, Josh Nixon just did a fantastic job of being elusive, being shifty, and, you know, Minster really earned that touchdown by great defense, fantastic special teams, and being aggressive offensively.
Minster able to block a punt on special teams and defense, and weathering a unsportsmanlike penalty to get back into 1st and goal. And they punch it in 2 plays later, and now an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, this extra point's about as important as they get.
Schultz, 56 for 59, 57 to 60 on extra points this season. And I didn't jinx him. It's good. So 6:49 remaining. Minster climbs back into the lead, 14 to 13 here on WOSN.